Black Sire.
There he is.
And now, the continuing story.
Hey everybody, welcome back. And today is I guess you would say, special episode of V Rising, because we are going to take and build this guy a proper castle finally, right? I know, I've been waiting for it too. Let me just clear out that. There we go. And all right, so first things first on the docket today, I was gonna check to see we've already used up all of our borders, so we're good there. We need some servant coffins, but we need to ultimately decide how this thing is gonna be laid out. Now, I did say that we were gonna keep this the same layout as was in the other castle, so we're going to fence this off, make it look all fancy, put some doors so that there's kind of like a hidden chamber at the very back, and then we'll flesh out the rest of this. But first things first, I need materials because I don't really have a lot in my inventory. So we're going to grab all the stone I've got and all the planks and reinforced planks. And that's what we'll start with and go from there. So I do like the floors that we pick. Oh, I don't have any blood essence. Whoops. I do like the floors that we picked for back here, but there are a couple of different options. The castle flooring is mainly what you want to focus on, but then you have all these other floorings. So the square pattern looks like this, and the what's this one called? The diamond pattern looks like this. So I'm partial to this one for interiors, but it won't really matter much because we also have carpets that we can do. It just requires carpet rolls, which I have a few of, but I'm not worried about that right this second. So we are going to go back here, grab castle flooring, and do square pattern. And then we're gonna put up some walls, but we're gonna put up walls with sexy windows. And that is, everything is in the way. Wall with window, and then of course that is in the way. Perfect. I like it. Now I'm going to move all of these because I need the floor completely devoid of stuff. Put that there. Grab this, put it out there. Grab that, put it out there. My devour I'll just put out there. Okay. So wall, wall, wall. Wall. Blocked by sawmill. Okay, well, we'll move the sawmill then. Put that there, then put a door, door, door. And I'm going to put a castle gate servant lock here. That'll keep them from ever coming back into this area. The little symbol is just to let you know that your servants won't be able to screw things up for you. Just remember to close the doors yourself, otherwise your servants will get stuck back there. And that's just kind of a pain in the ass anyway. So moving these out of the way, and that over here, we're going to center that under this one. We're going to go to windows, which we have a bunch of different colors to work with, and each one takes a little bit of gem dust and some glass. We'll do these in just a little bit. I'm gonna worry more about the layout of the castle. So the vampire waypoint, this thing, it can only be outside on the ground, all boring like this. It can't be put on any kind of flooring. You can't even put like garden flooring underneath it. So what we're going to do is we're pretty much just going to ignore it. And I think I will just fill in the flooring with the normal castle flooring. And should we put like a double archway? Kind of looks cool. Then we can put a torch right here and maybe on the other side, maybe even like a colored torch so that when we teleport, we're reminded which castle we went to. And then window aside the door. I like it. I like it a lot. And then I figured we'd do something kind of different for the main channel of our castle, at least as far as it goes back to like a courtyard that opens up into the garden. I figured we would do everything outside. So in order to do that, you just don't put down castle floors, so that even if you put up walls, they don't interfere. Okay, so we have these tiles which are small and these tiles which are large. I don't know about you, but I think the grand large tiles are more the aesthetic that we're looking for. So I'm going to build out this direction, and then we need to decide how big we want our garden, because we need blood essence and plant fiber. So let me go get some plant fiber. So the garden, you don't have to put down the garden floors or the grassy patches, sod, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to put any of that down. It's just for aesthetics. It doesn't affect your yields for your crops or anything. So that's not a concern here. It's just pretty, basically. So I figured we would do all of this area back here, make use of this kind of awkward corner of the castle. So I got all of that. Now put down one more cobblestone, go grab some copper, and I'll show you why. I don't remember which one of these it was in, because I shuffled everything around. I had it all organized just for you guys, and then I went and screwed things up. I know, man. Come on. I'm going to grab all of those because those are for building. Okay, now I'm confused and a little concerned. Where'd my... There it is. Jeez. I'm going to grab that copper. All right. So we have things to decide. We need to decide where to put a workshop. Castle floors. We need a workshop, a forge, an alchemy lab, a tailor flooring, a library flooring, which doesn't actually do all that much, but it is useful, so we're gonna build one. And then a crypt flooring. And I think we'll double up the library as like one of our storage rooms, so we can put bookshelves and stuff. Okay, sorry. And crypt flooring, which allows us to deck out our bedroom and our servants' bedrooms a little more. So my thought right here is to make a little 3x3 courtyard. So you'll walk in and this will be open to the air. But don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm going to stick a mist brazier right here. And this, when you have bones in it, will create a permanent cloud in this area around here, so we can walk around during the day. It's kind of useful. All right, and of course I remember all about none of where I stuck my bones, because Yeah, I have the memory and attention span of a rat in a burning meth lab, so here we are. Seriously, I have like an entire case full of bones. It's got to be this first one. There we go. So let's put that in the mist brazier and turn it off. We're actually going to... There. Perfect. Now we need a workshop where these machines will go, the sawmills and the grinders. There aren't any other buildings that I remember that need the workshop. This will need like the tailor's floor, and this will need the forge floor. And this goes also on the forge floor, yeah. So our forge is gonna look super sexy. And then the blood press, can't really get around to the other side right now. The blood press needs alchemy room floor. But we were focused on the garden for a minute. So in order to make this just not bother my OCD, I am going to do that. So this courtyard is just kind of open into the garden. And the garden is going to be that big, I think. Now, for workshop, I kind of like this area right here. So going back to castle and workshop, because we only need, who is that? Burke, the traveling trader. He's still quite a bit higher level than I am, so I'm not going to screw with him. So here's the workshop flooring. We could fit 2 grinders here, 2 sawmills here, and like a workbench in the middle, and the woodworking bench. I'm pretty sure that's everything that goes in here. So I'm going to go to walls and place down... Should I have any windows here? Like a window there and a window there? Like window, window, solid. Yeah, even if it's covered up by this, it still looks semi-intentional. So we're gonna put that there. I might be able to fit 3 of them right there, actually. Grab that. Do that. Grab that. Do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab doorways. They don't cost any more than walls, but they'll quarter off a room, give it a roof, and allow it to be free walkable space. So I'm gonna go with that. Let me grab the grinders, put that there really quick. We can focus on the details in a moment. So I might be able to fit 3 grinders. Let's do it. They are a little smaller than I gave them credit for. So production, refinement. Doesn't look like I have enough for the grinders right now. Just need some whetstones. I'm gonna grab that really quick. And then we need to figure out everything else that goes in the workshop. I can never remember. Grab that. Go there. Should I put the devourer in here? Because this will be like where it grinds up most of the normal stuff, and it just needs to be in a room. It gets its bonus from just existing in a room, and I could put it right there. I like it. Put it right there. I don't know, I might close off some of this area, but I kind of like it open personally. Now there isn't anything else except for maybe a workbench and a woodworking bench that need to be in here. So we need animal hide for both of them. Let's get some animal hide. I think I put those in this one over here because that would make sense, but then you know, that would require me to be thinking ahead. So the woodworking bench is bigger. let's put it right here. And then the simple bench is right here. So, forge floor. So, oh, okay. So we're gonna grab you up, and then, oops, didn't mean to throw a spear at my table. And this is the workshop floor. So let's pick it up, put it over here, go to castle walls, do that, and then go to lighting. There we go. I like it. We'll potentially flesh that out a little more later with some decorations. All right, right next to the wood and stone working workshop, we have the entrance here. Obviously, we're gonna want to put down floors. Do we want to make this all exposed so that this is all technically outside? Let's just start with that idea. So we do that. We grab, if I can remember anything, we do that. We grab that and that and that. And although we don't need them, they don't cost anything extra. I'm gonna put the servant lock doors here, just as insurance. Then we have all this area up here, this area along the back there. I think this is still going to be garden area. And the reason for that is so that we can have a little grove of forest grove where we can get where we can plant our own trees, basically. Now, exterior fences. The nocturne fence are made of copper. The noble fences are made of iron. Right now we have a huge surplus of copper because we haven't had to use it for anything. So, going to, the furnaces are in the way. Okay. We're going to put a gate right there. Okay. Like I said, we're going to put a gate there, and we'll actually leave this open, so this will come up like this, potentially to be replaced by walls in a moment. So I'm going to move all of these out of the way. Okay. There we go. I don't think... Oh, I can. I can mow the grass through the fence. That's awesome. Okay. So we now have this area all decided on. Looks like we have a couple of deer that we can hunt later if we really need the blood essence. But then that leaves us with this area here. I think I like the idea of putting the forges right next to this here. And actually I like the idea of doing it I don't know, because those doors are there, but they don't have to be there. I could just make one entrance into and out of the castle. That's right, I gotta remove the doors. Then those. Sometimes it gives me an error otherwise. Okay. I just do this and then add, I could do that. Just do doors the whole way around, and then this entire area in here right now would be just the forge, since that's the forge and jewel craft. Do I have the jewel crafting floor? I didn't. I don't. Okay. Maybe this section will be forge. As much room as I need for the forges, and then I'll put like alchemy or something over here. Yeah, let's just start with that idea. Let me remove these. Oop, crap. I wanted to keep that. Then we're gonna go castle, walls. Let's lay these out, but we also had some other things because we had the simple workbench, which we'll just shove over here. And I don't think any of these other things get bonuses from being in the forge. No, none of these other things get bonuses from being in the forge, so we're good there. So we're gonna grab this, put it right there. Well, it's fortunate that we got our workspaces set up appropriately. Let's put a wall here. Move all of these down. We don't actually need that much room. Unless there's a... What's this called? This is called the smithy. I think there's one more. One more upgrade for crafting things in, though I can't really remember. So we're just gonna go with that for now. Maybe... Let me see what's in these. Nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna grind those up. Remove the flooring. Not all of the flooring. There for that. Grab these. And then we're going to do tailor's flooring. What does this require? Cloth. So it just requires cloth. So that's what we're gonna go get. I'm pretty sure in storage I have a ton of it, but I do. I just don't have any room in my inventory. So we'll put that and that in there. Grab this. Okay. Castle. Tailor's ugly ass flooring. Okay, then we're going to go castle, walls. So, and there the roof went over top of it, so we're good there. Now the tailor's room only ends up needing a couple of things. So refinement, the loom, which needs some wool thread, and the tailoring bench, which needs cotton yarn. But we need the loom in order to turn on the cotton yarn. And there is my mist brazier doing its thing. Now the radius isn't all that great, but it does take a second to charge up, and then it's pretty substantial. For a castle this size, we would probably end up needing like 10 of them, but it's enough for now. Okay, so we need cotton yarn and cotton. So cotton. Let's see, what do I not need a lot of? I don't need a lot of that. So cotton. I don't really need a terrible amount of that, so that, and put that away. One more of those. Oh, and there's a little bit of cotton yarn. A little bit of cotton yarn gets us a little bit of the way to the tailoring bench, but castle, floors, tailoring, ugly ass floors. Pretty sure we can get away with a 3x3. Let's put down some walls just in the nick of time. And then we don't need that open, I don't think. So production, refinement, loom. One there, and then crafting, cotton yarn. So go in here, put cotton in there, go in here, put cotton in there, and don't be stingy with your refining buildings, because we'll open that. And do I really only have the one more thing of cotton? Okay, so now going to, where is it, fundamentals? Yep, we're gonna put one right here. Gonna run out, turn it on, and there it goes. And these will not affect your plant growing, so far as I can tell, so that ends up being really nice too. Yeah, and see, it covers almost everything. Since this is going to be mostly for trees, they're going to cover up everything anyway, so we don't really need to worry about that. Now, the tannery can go in the tailor's workshop, and I think honestly it would still be more productive to have two of those. So two of those. And then what did we need? We needed another 23 cotton yarn. What have we got? We got 13 here. And just like that, I think we have more than enough to build this absolutely massive piece of crap workbench. Put it down, move that, grab this, throw it back there. And then can't have two of those there, but I think I can have one of them there. Yeah, that'll work. The tailoring bench allows you to make the carpet rolls, as well as hollow fang and merciless hollow fang equipment. The hollow fang stuff is actually really easy to craft, and by the end of this episode, I'll craft this up really quick, and then the merciless stuff just needs a little bit of iron, which we don't have a terrible amount of right now, but I can go get some later. I'm gonna grab all of the cotton yarn I can get my hands on. And I'm gonna run and get a little bit of leather because I don't think I have. No, I have a little bit. So, Hollow Fang and Hunter's Cloak. And then how about 10 more carpet rolls? I'll leave those in there, and well, we've got them crafting up so we can use them next time. Now, let's start farming. In order to do that, I need to empty my inventory just a little bit. We're going to use this one as a dump chest for right this second. And we're going to find whichever one has all the seeds in it, which should be this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they can move these down. Just make it nice and easy to not lose all your seeds. And by that, I mean lose track of them. Spores, blood rose, fire blossom trees, snow flowers, sunflowers, and cotton. So we've collected these over our little adventures here and there, and I like to take care of keeping them all kind of organized. So blood roses are going to be one of our most important ones. So with it in our hotbar down here, you just press 6 and it'll pull up a little bush. If you hover over stuff, it glows red and you can see it a little better. But if I'm not mistaken, you can fit 12, maybe it's only 9 blood roses on a single tile. But they have no collision once they're harvestable, so you can stack them as deep as you need to. And when these are ready to harvest, you'll just like normal and get all the stuff out of them. Now, cotton is something we're going to need an absolute ton of, so I'm going to put it here in the middle. I don't have the cotton seeds in my, there we go, right here. I don't have a terrible need to be able to get to that brazier all that much, so we're going to stack as many as we can on a square, which those aren't centered and my CDO will not let me do it. So if you dismantle seeds, even in the base game normal multiplayer servers, hold on, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, let's try this. 1 2 3 4. There we go. Now I remember. I don't remember what I was saying a moment ago though. Nope, it may never come back to me. Oh, I remember what it was. So the if you dismantle in the base game, there's only like a 70% chance, or you only get 75 or 70% of the materials back. But it always rounds up to the next or nearest one. So in base game, if you go to dismantle a plant, it always gives you 1 seed, because even if it only gives you 70% of 1, it rounds up to the nearest one. So if you need to reorganize your garden, don't think you're gonna lose it. Even if this dismantle chance at the bottom says anything less than 100%, you will always get at least your seed back. Anyway, let's see what's next. We'll put sunflowers here and snowflowers opposite. Or maybe we'll do fire flowers in here. We'll do fire flowers in here. I seem to recall that they're fairly tiny. You just shove one as close to the corner as it'll go, and then you just kind of keep it up. And you're left with something that looks like that. Oops. Seven. I can never remember which which plants do what. I think it's the snow flowers are used in sun resistance potions, and fire flowers are used in like garlic resistance, but don't quote me on that. We'll touch on it later, I'm sure, but there we go. Okay, what have we got left? We've got sunflowers, Hell's Clarion, and trees. Cool. So for the sunflowers, I'm going to put them near the fire flowers, because I don't know, that makes some kind of logical sense in my head. We'll start from over here. And no, you can plant these however you want. In one of my last castles, I had done like planters lining the walkways and stuff with all the things I could harvest. It took a lot of time, but it was very rewarding in the end. Now, the Hell's Clarion, they're much bigger, so I typically put those off to the side. So like, let's see, the trees are going to be here. Those are huge. Let's do the trees. So the trees end up being absolutely massive, but they do this weird clip thing so that they can be planted very evenly. Otherwise they would be very, very, very off, and it would bother people like me very much. So we plant all those like that. And I think we have enough to do at least one more line like that, because we aren't going to need to get back here very often, but it'll be nice to have all the resources available. I only wish there was some way to like have a quarry for stone, or enslave a stone golem or something like that to like pick boulders off its back or something. I don't know. Just a thought. We're going to go for a third deep, I guess, because we have the trees. Okay, so a perfect 12, 24, 36 back there. It doesn't look really great, and once we don't need as many resources, I'll probably reorganize that a little bit, but for now that's what we've got. Now, like I said, the Hell's Clarion, those are kind of bigger, and I don't find myself needing them all that much. So for me, I use them decoratively because they will, let's see, right? Is it only 3 across? Yes, it's only 3 across. They fit a little better, at least I feel so, as like glowing decorations rather than these super useful materials. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I placed them wrong. I usually place them this way, because they're awkward size too. There we go. And then we've got a spare one that we're just gonna throw in here. It'll grow. Also, if you want to save on bones during the day or during the night, turn off your mist braziers. Most people just leave them on because your playthroughs don't take nearly as long as ours is taking, because, you know, I'm narrating and we're talking and all that stuff. So all of that should be done. Let's go look and see what because we were going to upgrade all of our equipment to iron in this episode anyway, and we already have an iron spear, so we need an iron mace, an iron axe, and we're going to go with the iron slashers. So we need 45 iron bars and an absolute boatload of planks. Let's see what we got. Is it this one? No, it's this one. We don't have enough iron bars. So I'll put some of the iron we have in here to smelt. It takes forever to smelt, even with advanced settings. And hopefully this will give us enough to upgrade the... Whoops, did I miss one? Yes, I did. I'm gonna keep about 270 of that back. I can't remember if you need iron ore for something in a little bit. So the alchemy lab will be right here because that makes the most sense to me. So castle floors, alchemy lab flooring needs sulfur. I really hope I have some sulfur because I don't want to go get more sulfur. Okay, I only need 2 sulfur per flooring, so we're gonna do the Vertus. No, we're not, because it's blocked by garden fences. Okay, devs, if by any chance you see this video, the garden fences are super overpowered. They won't let you change things like flooring. Which I don't know if that's an intentional thing, but it's annoying. Okay, Vertus and Exemplar. Let's... I kind of like that. Okay, so we're gonna go to walls because I put all my planks away like an idiot. Come on, planky boys. Planks and yarn and bones. Okay, so that goes in here, that goes out there. And then this will just be windows overlooking the beautiful garden. And walls along the back. I love it. I love it. Now there is one thing that we hadn't talked about at all. Wallpapers. We actually have the ability to do wallpapers. The like workshop walls and whatnot, those don't actually do anything to make the room be counted as a workshop or go faster or anything like that. But they make it prettier, I guess. We'll go and do normal wood paneling. Oh, that's right. You can do the pillars too. I forgot. So this looks like cabinet doors and whatnot. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to pick the ebonite and we're going to do all of the pillars in ebonite. And if I'm not mistaken, the pillars are done in quarters, so these outside ones aren't actually affected by whatever patterns I pick on the inside. One more. There we go. So the workshop is almost done. I just want to add a little bit of some flying lights. Maybe... yeah, no braziers just yet. Let me get some bone dust, which... yeah. Grave dust, sorry. Get some of these where... they illuminate machines. They're a little on the finicky side. They take up a lot more space than they seem. they end up looking really sick. And pillar mounted, that's right. I can change the color of these to something if I have dust, or not dust, crude gems in my inventory. So there we go. I think the workshop is almost done. We'll do the windows later, and well, I got distracted doing the that's what it was. So the alchemy lab, that's this. Need this to come over here. And I feel like an alchemist would want to stare out at a beautiful garden when they're working. And my only complaint about the alchemy desk is that it's not symmetrical, so there's no middle dividing line so that it lines up properly. It bothers me, but it's fine. It's fine. So are there any other things that go in here specifically? No. So we have our blood press. I'm only going to put 3 down. Back up. Go there. And then, so there's no confusion. We'll put that there. And then, how about some wallpaper? We're going to cordial, prison, workshop, hearth panels, ebonite. I feel like this is almost like a hospital kind of area where even a vampire who's always bathing in blood, more or less, it would want it like white and sterile and elegant, but not over the top. I don't know if I'm making any sense with that, but just, yeah, I like that. Now lighting, this one I might make an exception for. Let's see if I have any crude mist stones. Is it this one? It is. I don't have, of course I don't have any crude mist stones. I have nice mist stones. Let me take some of these, see if our devourer can turn them into crude ones. Nope, it's turning it into gem dust. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get some crude mist stones, but I think I will have the lighting scheme in the alchemy lab be like white lights by this and red lights over here, and then I don't know if there'll be anything else, but I'll probably put some storage in here, a couple of blood racks or something. Then we just need to close in the rest of this. Okay, just put some castle doors. And since this is all outside still, it doesn't do anything. But here, we need to put some walls. And then these floors are going to be the normal castle floors, these ones. Boom. And we are inside. I think I'm going to put some servant doors here. But that should be pretty much the gist of it, I think. Maybe I'll do something with lighting right here. We got the garden, we got the trees. We didn't do this area back here. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something with that next time. But Well, this episode is turning into a much longer one than I intended. I know I didn't talk a terrible amount. This was supposed to be mostly a building episode. So we did that. Next episode, so in between episodes here, I'm going to do the loop that I was doing when we killed the grandma here. If we loop down here on this highway, loop back up, go through the village, and come back up here, I'll have more iron, or at least I should have more iron, unless I have enough now. If I have enough now, we'll just craft all the iron weapons. I don't know. I might have enough now. Hold up. I do. Okay, so we want iron slashers, iron axes, iron mace, and we don't need the iron reaper because we'll be doing this one right here. And actually, I think that's where we'll end the episode. Let me go get some gem dust and greater blood essence, and be right back. I'm an idiot. I put back the one material that I definitely needed for it, so it's always nice. And let's, whoops. Let me go back here, and is it this one? It is. We're gonna put those in there, and those in there. Oh. And that too. All right, so we are stripped down naked. We are going over here. We are going to create the General Soul Reaper. Grab this, this, this. Move this out of the way and put that in there. The General Soul Reaper does more damage than my current other weapons, but I do still think I like the spear the best. And then over here in the tailoring bench, we have all of the Hollow Fang equipment and the Hunter's Cloak. Now, the Hunter's Cloak can't really be upgraded anymore, so I'm going to put that right on. But we have the ability to craft the Hollow Fang stuff. 9, 18, 27. We almost have enough iron for all of it. So, I think next episode, or in between episodes, I will just finish smelting the last little bit of iron stuff. Actually, I do have a little bit more iron. Let me smelt up 4 more iron really quick. It's not that this takes forever, but it still takes forever. It's like watching paint dry or water boil or something. Now, do keep in mind that this castle will need a name, just like our last one. And we're going to need to populate it with servants, which hopefully I'll get enough iron in between this episode and the next episode to build the throne, which means I'll also probably snag another servant before next episode. Just pretty much the first one I come across that even tickles my fancy, I will snag another servant, and that way we'll have somebody to send out on a quest. So, now that I have enough iron, I think we can do everything. So we have 36 iron, so merciless. Put those on. Ah, beautiful. And I'm actually kind of getting attached to the hat. I'm not gonna lie, the hat's doing me good. We could technically upgrade our Dusk Watcher's ring, which is done through the, where is it, crafting? Gem cutting needs iron ingots and iron ingots. Okay, so we will take care of that next episode. We will upgrade, or I'll have a bunch more iron. We'll start the episode like that, and then we will have a new, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 V bloods to go after. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode where we just basically did nothing but building. I know it was kind of a long one. I appreciate you if you ended up watching this one, even though it's not the normal exciting goodness. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, all those fun things. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.